All right. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday, January 10th. We have a market that's moving. We have crypto markets that are increasingly volatile over the past few days. So lots to talk about, especially in terms of trading opportunities, lots to talk about, right? So let's get started. First things first, at the top of the agenda this morning is Jay Powell. I think he's in Sweden or Switzerland somewhere, and him and the other central bankers are talking about their policy stance, all the things that are happening around the world regarding inflation, regarding global economies either slowing down or turning back up. So this is a very, very important event that's going on today. You could check it out right here in the general channel if you're in our Discord. If you're not in our Discord, again, we have amazing, amazing stuff going on in our Discord. A few days back, we had taken a ETH short position, which we closed out very nicely, right? In a nice $700 profit. We had scalped long ETH 4th of January. That didn't really yield us anything. I think we kind of just got out of that trade because it wasn't moving fast enough. Again, these are high risk, high leverage trades for those of you who are interested, and it's not financial advice. But again, we kind of got out of that trade. And then after that, we took this Solana long trade, which was kind of all right. We got out luckily in a $350 profit. And then after that, I was kind of looking at Solana as a short position, which luckily, right, we closed out pretty darn close to a small loss because it blew up, even more after that. I think Solana went all the way to like 17 and some change after. So I'm glad. But, all in all, we made some decent profit over the last, week and a half, just scalping this market. And then on top of that, we had some phenomenal trades here for Advantage members, right? We had a couple of losses on the middle of December where the market, in MATIC, Atom, and Sol was breaking down, but it was breaking down pretty hard. And so we closed those out in loss. But guess what? The following day, right, following few days after, December 29th, we picked up a phenomenal trade. We got in at an entry, almost 835, 840 average on Solana. I mean, we literally sniped the bottom on Solana, and we sold out that position at a 50% profit. Now, again, Solana went much higher, right? It went all the way to 16 or 17. But the goal in the current market conditions is not to try to snipe the exact bottom and snipe the exact top. The goal is to catch the in-between of the range and collect good profit. Because the market right now is, again, still in a very, very aggressive downtrend, and it may still be in a very broad range that it is trying to carve out, whether it's BTC, whether it's Solana even, Solana might be looking like it bottomed here, but guess what? As you start zooming out, more and more things start to become clear. First of which is Solana is also in a very aggressive downtrend. From the highs, it was down almost 97%. Currently, it's down about 93%, right? But guess what? Here in this particular range, well, it might be carving out this range, or maybe this range, and this might be the deviation in excess down here, right? But all in all, you don't want to start getting aggressively long right here unless you're anticipating buying here, as well as buying in the middle, buying at the range lows, and maybe even buying lower, right? Your minimum expectation right now in market conditions should be that markets can be in a range. That's your minimum expectation. And the other expectation could be that markets could break down even further in the next, few weeks or few months, because I don't really know if we're done with the bear market. I'm not saying we have to go down or anything. I'm just saying that I just don't know at this point. Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out. All right. So we talked about, the Solana spot trade. What else? Altcoin leverage long. We had Atom that we had quickly picked up a few days back too. This is a very, very quick in and out scalp trade. We picked up Atom and Solana. Atom I picked up around 1048. Solana I picked up around 1375. My goal was to sort of smash that trade right into profit around $15, which I pretty much did. Okay. I was lucky to kind of sell out a little bit closer to the highs, around 14.8, 14.9. But then after that, right, what happened was the market just kept going up. Okay, so my trade was basically taken at this point right here. We had a breakout, closed somewhere near the high, but then it kept going higher, right? But the point is, like, in situations like this, you don't really know how high you're going to go. Like I said, the goal is to collect profit on your predetermined targets. My predetermined target was take profit right into this high. Right? And that's pretty much what I did, which was like 14.8, 14.9. And then after that, the market shot up. Now I believe that the market over here is a little bit extended. And I personally think it's going to start coming back down, retest this level right here, which is 14.8, 14.9. And either it's going to go back up, print a lower high, and then sell off, or it might be a retest and boom, it's going to go straight to about 18 to 20 bucks. We'll see what kind of sellers get trapped down here. We'll see what kind of buyers step up here. I want to be looking at this area as a potential buying opportunity. Okay. Same thing with BTC. Like, BTC's been kind of a drag lately. It's not been moving as much. It moves like maybe 0.5% here, 1% there. But, if you're trading something like Atom or Solana, they move, I don't know, maybe like 3, 5, 7% on average in like a 2-day time span, right? So that's like much better to me in terms of volatility and percentage movement, okay? Ethereum is not too far behind. BTC, obviously a little bit better. I think ETH is also coming into an area of resistance, right? If you kind of look at the market overall right now, most of the crypto assets are hitting key areas of multi-week or multi-month resistance levels. So ETH is already coming into 1350 resistance point. Atom has come to the midpoint of this channel right here, this descending channel, as well as this area, which previously rejected price, is getting pretty darn close to it. So it may have one more pop here, close to $11.90, $12. But Solana also pretty darn close to resistance. Like, you can mark this area out as resistance. Obviously, that may mean that it has one more squeeze up to the upside, right? But all in all, the opportunity for long trades is slim. Like, you want to be very, very cautious as you get closer and closer to the highs and the resistance of the ranges. Okay. Other assets that I'm paying attention to, I don't know, maybe something like LTC. LTC looks pretty good. It's pretty much hit a range high there as well. Now, again, like I said, right, the markets are coming into points of resistance levels. It could mean like, if this might be the opportunity for you to start getting short. That's one way to look at it. You could say, hey, I want to start shorting the market today, tomorrow, onwards, in hopes of the market breaking down sometime in January, right? Like, if that's your minimum expectation, then that's fine, I think. And in that case, well, then this is your area to start getting short in, right? As prices approach resistance points, just mark out like 2 to 3% like levels up and down in this range for the market to traverse in before it ultimately creates a top. Again, that's if it's creating a top. I'm just giving you the optionality just in case you want to start thinking short. If you want to start thinking long, well, at minimum, you got to wait for this thing to break out. And this not only applies to ETH, but here, if we split the screen, right? So this is, let's put up Atom here, right? So this applies to Atom, this applies to MATIC, this applies to Solana as well, right? So if you're expecting somewhat of a breakout, okay, then you want the price to maintain above the high from a day or two ago and show that it's not going to break back inside that high. For ETH, that level may be something like this. It needs to get above, maintain above that high, and start pushing higher. In which case, once it starts pushing higher like this, you get long here, stop inside this high, and take this trade all the way to 1650 minimum, right? Same thing with MATIC is MATIC has this sort of descending trendline resistance that's coming out. Well, if MATIC pops, retest this as support and starts taking off, well, then this is, sort of your entry trade. Your stop should be somewhere down here below these lows. You take this trade all the way up to $1.15, maybe that FTX high around $1.25, where this was like the FTX sell-off event, right? Solana is a little bit different because Solana is already like 100% off the lows. So I don't know how much higher it's going to go. But again, similar with Solana, like wait for this thing to break out, stay above this level. If it starts taking off from here, that's your long entry, stop, and then take this trade all the way into about $25, $28 up here. Okay. Again, non-investment advice. I'm just letting you guys know this is how I would kind of look at the market for potential breakout trading opportunities. Now, the other way you could do it is you could just say, well, I want to wait for pullbacks and then I want to get long. Okay, pullback opportunities are a little bit simpler to me, I think. Like, here's kind of how I would look at it. Let's go to the 12-hour. Okay, so I think pullbacks are interesting because what they could do is they could give you opportunities like this right here, or you have some areas where this was previous resistance points right here, right? So for ETH, that's like 1260, 1270. So if you get a sharp sell-off into this level, that's your buying opportunity into 1260, 1270. And then this thing could pop back up all the way to this descending trend line resistance. And that's around $1,400. So from 1260, 1270, the trade would be from here to here. That's a nice 10% pop. That would be a pullback strategy. Okay. This same thing kind of applies to Solana. I would say for Solana, like this is how I would envision a pullback. Like it'd be something like sharp drop into 14, maybe $15, pop all the way up into 18. Maybe it puts in like a lower high, like maybe it does this and then that. So you have your high, your lower high set, and then we're ready to sell off into January or February, right? That's another way to look at it too. By the way, if you're looking for pullback opportunities, like you got to wait a little bit lower, at least a 10, 15% drop lower. All right. Atom, similarly, I would say like this is probably your retest level that you need to come back. Okay. So for here, Atom will be boom, 6% drop. Maybe from here it takes off, then launches right into like 1220. This is a level that I'm watching very carefully. 1220, 1250 up here, right? These are like previously capped levels way back from October and September 2022. That might be a pretty good pullback trade, excuse me. So look out for situations like that. As of right now, I find the market either in a position where you do a high risk, very, very quick scalp trading, or you like just don't touch the market. It's pretty much as simple as that to me. Okay. By the way, again, you can join our Advantage community if you want analysis like this, right? Again, I'm selling lifetime memberships right now for an amazing cost. All right, $22.50 one-time payment, lifetime access. This was $17.50 just about, for the last 2 months. I'm going to constantly keep raising prices for every quarter. Why? Because if you're committing for lifetime, meaning you're committing into the bear market and into the next bull market, okay? Committing in a bear market means that you're ready to grind and you're ready to put in the work and you're ready to put in the time and energy and sweat and tears and whatever. And that has a benefit in terms of cost. The longer you delay into the bear market to sign up for memberships, it will cost you more. Because if you're suffering and grinding with us, that means you should be able to get the benefit, okay? A lot of people took the opportunity to join in at the $17.50 price. If you don't believe me, here's that $17.50 price that we had. I changed it, on 4th, as I had promised. In the next 1 to 2 months, it'll go up to 2,500. So take advantage of this opportunity. One-time payment forever. You get daily Bitcoin altcoin analysis like you're seeing right now for Advantage members, for paying members. You get it every single day. The margin and spot trades I talk about, again, it's not investment advice. We have a proprietary indicator that we use. You get updates about that. We get, reports and fundamental analysis reports that I put out, educational materials, and of course, consultation with me. All right. So all that, and of course, the community itself, right? I think the community itself is very, very amazing and helpful. We talk about a lot of things, from crypto to AI to trades to investing to fundamentals, strategies, sharing of different information. You basically have 50 to 100 different eyes on the market that you wouldn't really have, and from people who are not just here to show you some crap like Hex or XRP or something, or Cardano or something. We're looking at real fundamentals, real projects, and then of course the markets in general, whether it's macro related events, whether it's data points that are coming out, whether it's equity markets that are helpful, right? All these things we pay attention to and look at for your benefit and your help. Okay. So anyway, hope y'all join. Thank you so much for watching. And then of course, follow me on Twitter if you do have an opportunity to do so. All right. Cheers, everybody. Good luck, and we'll talk soon.